I'm Marshall Jolly. I'm the rector here at Grace in Morganton.
I'm Brittnay Deal, and I'm the Director of Children and Youth Ministry here at Grace.
In normal circumstances, we worship about 100 people on a given Sunday, and we typically hold 2 services on Sunday mornings. We've not been doing that during the pandemic, but we have about 170 members on the books, and we're located 1 block off of the main drag through Morganton, North Carolina. Well, as it turns out, neither Brittnay nor I went to school to be televangelists.
We didn't.
I don't have the haircut for it personally, but so we kind of said, okay, what is in the realm of the possible with the resources that we have? How can we utilize resources to kind of expand that realm? And so Brittnay very ably and dutifully stepped in and said, hey, I can help with the live streaming piece. And has very, very faithfully and ably done that for the last 14 months or so.
So we've been using the Mevo, and I have the app on my phone, so I'm able to control like positioning a lot of that through my phone instead of having to get up and move a camera around.
We leave it in the front pew, and we kind of tailor it to imagine a tall person sitting there. That's about the height that it gets to. And then Brittnay sits behind it with her family if they're here too, so we can all socially distance. And she's able to get the 3 major spots, which are the lectern, the pulpit, and then the altar. With the app, it's going to allow you to actually zoom in on a particular, see how it gets bigger like that?
If you wanted to stay zoomed in there, you would hold down and then do the plus sign, and then it will stay there. So even when you go out, you can quickly go back to that.
You know there's going to be somebody at the altar, there's going to be special music. You can go ahead and preset that. That way, you know, it's exact. And
it's nice because when I'm outdoors, you can change like the coloring, so it has one for outdoor setting, which works really well on the Labyrinth. Then it has like a vivid one, which I use a lot of times when we're indoors. So there's different exposures, I guess, so you can tailor it to wherever you are.
We have a pretty state-of-the-art sound system in here that we utilize that picks up really well. And then outside, we also, that was something we needed to invest in, was a small portable speaker that really amplified.
And even though that was donated, that would be a cheap thing somebody could get. It's just this small one, and it's rechargeable, and then a microphone with batteries, and it's super easy, but gives off a surprisingly good sound outdoors.
I think all told, our total investment on, so the camera, the speaker system was donated.
Yes.
I think our total investment was probably under $500.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
I definitely think if you haven't been live streaming, start with your phone just to get used to it and to see how it works with a Facebook Live or YouTube, whichever one you're using. And then I think making those small investments is a good idea instead of going big, especially if it's something you don't think will be long-term for your parish.
I think it's important to really try and find a committee or a couple of volunteers to help, so it's not all falling on one person, either a staff member or on the shoulders of your clergy.
I feel like I've learned, and we're learning together, to offer grace to one another, because there's some things that are out of our control. We can't help it.
I can't help that the birds are singing the song of their people, and you can't hear what the reader is saying.
Yeah, so just offering that grace in real life. And I think that's something we're learning during the pandemic. Like, I mean, grace upon grace upon grace.
Yeah. It's right there in the name on the sign.
Yes.